Welcome back to another video. Today's review is focused on Animal Kingdom Season 6, Episodes 3 and 4. And I'm not going to waste no time. I'm just going to go straight into my review for these two episodes. And so, yeah. Episode 3 was entitled Pressure and Time. And I felt like this episode was a pretty interesting episode as new characters make their debut, a new job is possibly on the works, and a certain character makes their return for the first time since season 4. So yeah. The plot for this episode was pretty interesting as the Codys, they may now have their next potential job because of Jay. And that is basically robbing a jewelry shop where all of the jewelry is made at that place, where basically everything gets done at that place. Like the jobs that they've been doing ever since like the whole series has always been something crazy from like a video game, like Call of Duty, Grand Theft Auto 5, just all kinds of just crazy mess. And I'm just curious to see what is going to happen with that next job, if it is going to be a jewelry shop. Jay, he is still just pissing off Gia and Smurf in the grave by selling Gia's jewelry, and it's becoming a lot more difficult apparently because I guess there's a way to track stolen diamonds, but I don't know. I don't think that Gia is coming back at all. I think what they did to her was good enough reason to not come back, but never say never when it comes to all of these characters. That's all I'm going to say. Craig is still hanging out with his new friend of Vince. I'm still a little bit suspicious of Vince. Like, he's either a cop or he is definitely somebody that the Codys pissed off in the past, and he is just working with that certain individual to basically get at them. I can see Vince playing the long game when it comes to whatever his plan may be. Ren is back, of course, and honestly, when it comes to the whole situation between what they're going through, I think it's both of their faults. Like Craig, he was tweaking out all last season because of everything that happened. And Ren, she was selling drugs, beating up people on some pimp time. And I don't know, like they need to figure it out, but I think they will figure it out eventually. Pope, he is enjoying his new skateboard ramp and everything, and all good things must come to an end as we are introduced to a new character, Detective Thompson, who is known for working cold cases, and she decides to work on a case of Catherine. And honestly, I couldn't believe they brought back Lena, but at the same time, it makes sense as both of her parents are dead. They're never coming back. Pope was the last person to see Catherine alive. He was the one that killed her. And now that Detective Thompson is figuring out what the Codys are, who the Codys are, it's just a matter of time before she digs up the wrong piece of information and she might become the next t-shirt, as you may say, as I may say. The flashbacks in here was crazy, of course. Smurf always finding a way to be manipulative towards her own kids is just crazy to me. Like, she is an awful parent. She is an awful person, of course, but she is not the worst person, not the worst parent in the whole world, I may say. But that was episode 3 for you. Episode 4 was entitled Inside Man. And just like episode 3, episode 4 is continuing to set things in motion for a few storylines. Detective Thompson, she is now dedicated more than ever to get the Codys, as she now believes that Pope was the one that did it. She is 100% correct, as Pope, a new person, makes their appearance, of course, as well. I think his name is Tony, somebody that skates at Pope's Park, and he's a rat. He's an informant. And honestly, I don't see him getting that much information out of Pope when it comes to Pope and all of the family business. I just don't see it. I just think that he is somehow not going to be able to get all of the information. I think that Detective Thompson is going to have to get a lot more dirtier than she ever bargained. The jewelry job seems as if like it may be a go, as Jay has been able to get one of the family members to possibly help out, as this family member is always getting treated horribly by the owner and just getting disrespected, not getting paid enough, living in a horrible house. Like, I just see it happening. Craig and Vince, still a little bit sussy wussy in my opinion with Vince. Like, all of these new characters that have been introduced so far in this season have been extremely suspect in my opinion. Maybe except for Penny. I think that Penny might be the only one who might not be trying to play the Codys. She actually might be a good person at heart. So yeah, Jay and Penny getting together, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. Like, every season, Jay is always getting with somebody. Like, he had to kill that one girl, Mia. Nikki, she is married, of course. Like, my God. I could see tension being built up between Craig and Duran. Like, something is going to happen between those two. I don't know what, but something is definitely going to happen with those two, of course. The flashbacks in here, Smurf continues to be a horrible person. She has a crazy job for all the kids to possibly do, robbing a church. Like, it's just too much with Smurf and Baz and everybody else. I don't know if they're actually going to do it, but only time will tell. But that was episode 4. I felt like these 2 episodes, they weren't bad. They are definitely setting things in motion for big storylines to come in place. Detective Thompson, I can definitely see her possibly getting Pope, and Pope definitely facing some severe repercussions for what he did to Catherine. And as for this jewelry job, GTA 5 style, I don't know what to expect with that. I'm just waiting for things to come. I'm still waiting on certain characters to make their comeback, to come at the Codys, like Pete. As far as the newer characters, I'm still just having my suspicions on whether or not they're rats, informants, detectives, I don't know what, but all I know is that all of this crazy mess is going to be explored in the next few episodes. So as always, thank you for watching, and until next time, see you later.